while that's loading up, because it is going to take a while for it to hit that temperature that I said was 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While that's loading up, I decided to tell you guys what this channel is actually going to be about. And what this is going to be a customization of range of things. Like maybe I'll go later on in the future and have you guys suggest in the comments down below, be like, hey, we want to see this. But for as of right now, what we're going to do is we're going to start with some of the basics, such as t-shirts, we got mugs, we got hats, we got plates. We're going to go with the basic series, and we'll keep this with the heat press series, and then we'll even take it down a little bit from the heat press series to the iron-on series, which is actually the paper I'm using, it's regular iron-on, which you can get from like your local Walmart or Target, wherever you shop. You can get it fairly, well, not fairly cheap, it's like $10 for a pack of 6. But if you're selling it, which we plan on doing, you'll make your money back in no time. But regardless, this main thing is going to be about making stuff happen and at least getting you guys. Okay, while that's loading, what we're going to do is we're going to start working on some of our cutouts. So we have mini logos, and right now I'm using the light transfer paper. So because I'm printing it on white, I don't have to get too in depth. But because of how I am, I'm just going to cut it loose, and then a little later on, I'll come in and fine detail it, because I do have an X-Acto knife, which I typically use for some of my more intricate designs and stuff like that, especially the ones I plan on selling. But just this one for like the little practice run to show you guys, I'm just giving it like a little close enough. It doesn't have to be exact for me. But that's what we're going to be doing right now. We're just going to go ahead and cut through these. My time set. So what I'm doing right now is I'm loosening the back because I do have a swinging heat press, and I'm pulling this out a little bit. What I'm doing is I'm gonna line the shirt up with the middle and try and get it nice and as even to the middle as I possibly can. Like right there, I see where the shirt was nicely folded before. Go down, try to keep it as even as possible, so I have everything set up the way I need it and want. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna bring this back. Tighten it up back here. There we go. And as you can see, the time's not going because this is not a time press. Right now I'm just trying to iron the shirt, give it nice and even. Otherwise, when I put it on there, it's gonna be wrinkled, and we don't want that. Perfect. And as you see, we got a nice iron shirt. I'm gonna put this down in the middle, or at least what I see is the middle. Right there does look pretty good, if I do say so myself. Bring it back. Press, and now we wait just 45 seconds, no big deal. And of course it's beeping because it's done. Boom, loosen it up. Where I hit that at. Swing it over, pull this out, and this is the front piece. I like to let this cool for a little bit before I put it off. And that takes like no time at all, about 5-10 seconds. Typically just about as long as you put it on there for. And then a nice low even peel. Go from the opposite side if you have to. And boom. A nice print. well done, just as like that. Nice and simple, no big deal. Ooh, so I skipped the process of switching them out, reloading that back up. I'm actually gonna turn it this way instead of the other way. And this is actually a heat or a hat press, but I'm using it for the sleeves just because I feel it'll fit better. Plus, it's just working with what I got. So I put it on there, and you can tell how it works due to the seam of the shirt. So you can line that up pretty nicely. Set it back up, and this one you do want to lock, whether you're ironing it or not, because you will move it, and because this is for a hat and I'm using it for a shirt, moving it is not really what you want to happen. And because it's warming up and it's pretty much already hot, you can just give it a nice press. There's no big deal. I'm actually going to lower it a little bit. You get a nice press on it. It's heating it up. So that's no big deal. That's how you make sure you get a nice warm, not a nice warm, a nice iron piece. And then you take the mini designs, which I put back here, and you have to make sure you put them on the right way. Otherwise, this is not a piece you want to screw up. And mine are going like towards the middle of the sleeve when it's lined up at the bottom, just as a remembrance, because you're going to do both sides, or I'm going to do both sides at least. And count down. So as you can see, we have it. First official one done. We got the front piece, the back, and then the sleeves. So nothing too fancy, just a simple thing, just to show you guys how it's starting off and all that good stuff. So keep in tune, hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see where we can take this channel.